and welcome to today's episode of NYSC Half Hour. I am Inkem Okogo. It is a special episode. We are in a celebratory mood. Drum roll please. NYSC is 48 years old. Whoop, 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 whoop. It has been 48 impactful years. Over the years, the National Youth Service Corps has consistently inculcated in Nigerian youth the spirit of selfless service, unity in diversity, and self-reliance. We say a big congratulations to the management, staff, and corps members of the National Youth Service Corps. Stay with us as we bring you some of the achievements of the scheme. The National Youth Service Corps was established on 22nd May 1973 in a bid to reconstruct, reconcile, and rebuild the country after the Civil War. The scheme was established with a view to the proper encouragement and development of common ties among the youth of Nigeria and the promotion of national unity. The National Youth Service Corps is one of the federal government's strongest allies in the fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. The Director General, Brigadier General Shuaibu Ibrahim, charged the staff and corps members to come up with creative ways to curb the spread of the virus. Corps members were actively involved in the production of face masks, hand sanitizers, liquid soaps, semi-automated hand washing machines, disinfecting chambers, and so much more. Corps members also embarked on various sensitization outreach programs in rural communities across the country to educate the community members on proper hygiene and dispel the myth and misconceptions about the virus. To provide better opportunities for corps members, the scheme has built strategic partnerships with ministries, departments and agencies of the federal government, as well as the private and non-governmental organizations, in order to empower corps members with the right skills and resources to thrive in their chosen endeavors. The NYSC has reinstated its resolve to utilize the creativity of corps members to produce made-in-Nigeria products. The vision is being achieved through the Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development Program, as the scheme engages with corps members who work in the NYSC garment factory, table water, bakery, and farm products. To reduce graduate unemployment and increase food sufficiency in the country, the scheme has partnered with several organizations in a mutually beneficial relationship to harness the skill of corps members. 48 corps members benefited from 16.5 million naira business grant to finance their businesses after their business proposal scaled through the different stages of professional vetting. The business areas cover agriculture, craft and fashion design, education, shoemaking, among other areas. To all intents and purposes, the National Youth Service Corps is a success story in Nigeria. It enjoys wide acceptance and recognition both nationally and internationally. The National Youth Service Corps remains committed to the promotion of national unity, integration, and development of our dear nation, Nigeria.
The National Youth Service Corps, a call to service, a call to nationhood. Nigerian youths, stand up and embrace this clarion call. Wherever you are posted, accept it, embrace it. Do not harbor any fears, because your security is assured. Develop common ties with members of your host communities. You would discover that North, South, East and West, we are all brothers with common ties and a shared destiny as one nation. Do not lobby for preferential posting, for it is unpatriotic and illegal. Report at once to the orientation camp as soon as you are posted and contribute your quota to the overall development of our great nation, Nigeria. The National Youth Service Corps, building future leaders.
It is so inspiring to witness the giant strides the scheme has made the last 48 years. The NYSC service year is built on 4 cardinal programs, namely orientation course, primary assignment, community development service, winding up, and passing out activities. The successful completion of the 4 programs is a prerequisite of a successful service year. The scheme takes its core members through these programs in order to instill discipline, raise moral tone, eliminate prejudices, and promote the spirit of patriotism and self-reliance. Come with us.
Anytime I stand before core members, I do tell you that I'm standing in 2 capacities. One, as the Director General of the scheme, and secondly, as a father to you all. And when a father talks to the children, what do? They listen. We are now into the orientation proper. The orientation is very germane to our operation, because this is the first point of contact among the youth from the various parts of the country called for service. The main objective of the NYSC was to what? To promote the unity of our citizenry. In the orientation course, you get to meet yourself for the first time. I'm sure if not for the NYSC, most of you will not be here. Some of you will be born in Sokoto. You will school in Sokoto. You will work in Sokoto. You will get married in Sokoto and have all your children in Sokoto. You will die in Sokoto and be buried in Sokoto. But NYSC has moved you away from Sokoto to be here.
The National Youth Service Corps was established by Decree Number 24 of 22nd May 1973, which is now an act enshrined in the Nigerian Constitution.
It has been generally accepted that if Nigeria is to make rapid progress on all fronts, internally, and if she is to make her mark on the continent of Africa, and indeed in the Committee of Nations, then her youth must be fully mobilized and be prepared to offer willingly and without asking for rewards in return, their best in the service of their nation at all times. The establishment of the National Youth Service Corps is the first step towards the realization of this lofty goal. In conclusion, I wish to assure you, Mr. Chairman, and members of the Directorate of the National Youth Service Corps, of the full support and cooperation of all the governments in the Federation in your undertakings. Yours is not an easy assignment, and the whole world will watch to see what you make of this bold and challenging venture. God willing, you will not fail. I wish you the very best of luck, success, and God's blessings. Thank you very much.
The scheme was established as a platform for the development of common ties among the youth of Nigeria and the promotion of national unity, integration, self-reliance, and national economic development. The purpose of the scheme is primarily to inculcate in the Nigerian youth the spirit of oneness and brotherhood of all Nigerians, irrespective of cultural, religious, or social background. Over the years, eligible Nigerian youths have been mobilized from states other than their state of origin to offer selfless service to the nation and effectively utilize their skills in areas of national need. The objectives of the scheme are as follows: to inculcate discipline in Nigerian youths by instilling in them a tradition of industry at work and of patriotic and loyal service to the nation in any situation they may find themselves; to raise the moral tone of the Nigerian youths by giving them the opportunity to learn about higher ideals of national achievement, social and cultural improvement; to develop in the Nigerian youth the attitudes of mind acquired through shared experience and suitable training, which will make them more amenable to mobilization in the national interests; to enable Nigerian youths acquire the spirit of self-reliance by encouraging them to develop skills for self-employment; to contribute to the accelerated growth of the national economy; to develop common ties among the Nigerian youths and promote national unity and integration; to remove prejudices, eliminate ignorance, and confirm at first hand the many similarities among Nigerians of all ethnic groups, and to develop a sense of corporate existence and common destiny of the people of Nigeria. These objectives are achieved through a carefully designed 4 cardinal programs, which includes 1. Mobilization and orientation course, 2. Primary assignment, 3. Community development service, 4. Winding up and passing out exercise. The orientation course. This is a planned, structured and regimented program which takes place in the camp, designed to foster close interaction, teamwork, discipline and friendship among corps members during orientation activities. Corps members are meant to go through rigorous trainings to prepare them physically and mentally for the service year and post-service experiences and all their challenges. The daily programs include meditation, physical exercise, paramilitary drills, man-o-war, sports, leadership training lectures, and skills acquisition and entrepreneurship development, Said trainings, as well as other social events. The program begins with a colorful parade, which features the swearing-in ceremony attended by the dignitaries of the state of service, who are invited to welcome the corps members. The occasion is usually presided over by the governor of the state, with the oath of service admitted by the state chief judge.
Hereby pledge to follow at all times
the leadership of those in authority,
the leadership of those in authority,
be proud of the fatherland,
be proud of the fatherland,
appreciate and cherish the culture,
appreciate and cherish the culture,
traditions,
traditions,
arts and languages of the nation.
arts and languages of the nation.
A typical day in the camp begins with a military-style wake-up call to awake corps members from their hostels and command them to the parade ground for the early morning meditation exercise. It is an offense for any corps member to abstain himself from the early morning activities on the parade ground. The reason being that this is where important information and instruction for day are given to corps members.
Fight like a Trojan. Fight against laziness. Fight against frivolous excuses and indulgence. Don't just give up the fight, because success is sure. Nigeria is ours. Nigeria will serve. Thank you.
In the in-camp component of skills acquisition and entrepreneurship development, SAID, corps members are trained to become self-reliant, to become business owners and employers of labor. Corps members are introduced to basic trainings in their chosen skill sectors, such as agro-allied, automobile, construction, cosmetology, film and photography, food processing and preservation, crafts and bead making, information technology, power and energy. Corps members are strongly advised to take the SAID training seriously.
Having a job is not there. But Nysc provide that platform whereby I don't even have to think of getting a job. But as you can see, I have more than 8 employees. That's full-time. I have part-time workers that do work for me. Nysc did not only help me to create a job for myself, but also to have the opportunity to employ others.
To be sincere, at this stage, I'm not going to look for a white-collar job, because now I'm not actually looking for someone to employ me, rather I'm employing people. And so I don't think there's any need to look for a white-collar job. For me, I'm not looking for a white-collar job.
Assuming that I'm into white-collar job, I don't think I will be earning what I am earning now. So I remain grateful to Nysc.
To me, SAID is very important to me because I learned a lot from SAID. I learned fashion and designing in SAID. What Nysc did to me in Plateau State, I can never forget.
Apart from the standard program of the orientation, corps members are deliberately involved in the overall management of the camp and play various leadership roles and participate in all camp activities during the orientation exercise. Towards the end of the course, the performance of each corps member is assessed to rate his total contributions, and this forms his first criteria for winning an award at the end of the service year. The orientation course is closed with a colorful parade attended by dignitaries.
My prayer very deeply is for you to discover yourself very early enough.
I enjoyed my stay here. Though it was stressful, it was hectic, but still it was worth a while. Met so much friends, and now that we are going, it's like we shouldn't part again. Yeah.
Primary assignment. The primary assignment follows immediately after the orientation course. It is the posting of corps members to employers of labor in pursuit of the objectives of the national service. Corps members are posted to various agencies and establishments during this period. Participants are expected to gain first-hand experience in various agencies and to imbibe wholesome work ethics. The Nysc rule, therefore, forbids any form of lobby from corps members to influence their postings. National needs always take priority over personal comfort or choice. In the posting of corps members, the rural areas are accorded consideration due to the equivalent shortage of skilled manpower in those areas of our economy. This is why corps members who serve in such areas are rated much higher when nominated for honors awards. This period also affords the corps member the opportunity to live, interact and integrate themselves with the culture of the host communities and to make their own contributions to the development efforts of such communities.
Nigeria's ours, Nigeria.
Community Development Service, running concurrently with the primary assignment, is the Community Development Service CDS. This is the aspect of the national service where corps members identify the critical needs of the communities they are posted and execute personal or group projects aimed at enhancing the well-being of their host communities. All CDS projects must be proposed in writing to the state coordinator, who must give approval before corps members can execute the project. Evidence of participation in CDS is a major criteria for consideration of corps member for honors awards. As a result, corps members' CDS projects are properly documented and assessed by CDS officers.
We are here to meet a need of renovating this female ward so that it can be conducive for patients that will be coming in.
You see the joy of the children. They are so happy for what has been done in their school facility. Every time I walk in here, they keep calling me Uncle Copper, Uncle Copper. It's a joy to me that I've been able to impact in their life and have made this facility very conducive for them.
Winding up and passing out exercise. This is the final phase of the service year. It is at this point that those who fulfill the essential spirit of the service are issued with certificates of national service. The final day is usually marked by special events featuring march past, emotional farewell messages, and conferment of honors award and distribution of certificates of national service. The passing out parade is usually presided over by the host state governor or minister of the FCT, Abuja. During the service year, the welfare of corps members is key. The prompt payment of monthly allowances and timely medical assistance to those who have health challenges is a priority. In furtherance to this commitment to corps members' welfare, the scheme has put in place the Hope Alive initiative to support corps members who suffered from any form of disabilities in the course of the service year. The NYSC motto is service and humility. Corps members are expected to give selfless service, show dedication, loyalty, honesty and patriotism in service. They are also expected to display a high sense of discipline. They should be of exemplary character and moral probity. As ambassadors of the scheme, corps members are warned against embarking on frivolous journeys, whether within or outside their state of deployment, and must obtain permission from the state coordinator using the right channel before traveling.
Your parents have invested so much in you, and they want a return on their investment. Don't travel at night. If you have cause to go anywhere within the town, tell your colleagues that I'll be away for 3 hours. And where are you going? You make sure you don't lie. You must have confidence. Tell them I'm going so place. My daughters, don't mess around. If you have got to travel within Nigeria, your state coordinator must approve it for you to move. Don't go and apply to your co-employer and say my co-employer permit to travel. Not true. Your co-employers have no right. They have no powers to grant you what? Permission to travel.
Finally, corps members are welcome aboard the ship of nation building as you sail for the next 12 calendar months. You are wished a resoundingly successful voyage. Please remember to stay safe at all times and observe all the COVID-19 prevention protocols.
We look back through the years with pride of the impact the scheme has made in the development of the country. And we look to the future with hopes and aspiration of all that is to come. Congratulations to the NYSC family. We say keep the flag flying and stay winning. On that beautiful note, we say thank you for investing your time with us on today's episode of NYSC Half Hour. We always love to hear from you. Please write to us on the online handles displayed on your screens right now, and I promise you, we would write back. Remember, the safety of corps members in our communities is the responsibility of you and I. Until I see you next time, I am Nkem Okwogu. Stay safe.
The Director General and Management of the National Youth Service Corps wish to remind the general public of the provisions of the NYSC Act, which states in Section 13, subsection 1, that any person who fails to report for service in the Service Corps in the manner directed by the Directorate or as the case may be, prescribed pursuant to the provisions of this Act, or who refuses to make himself available for service for a period specified in subsection 2 of the Act, is guilty of an offence and liable on conviction to a fine or to imprisonment to a term of 12 months or both, fine and imprisonment. Subsection 2 states that any person who is not eligible to participate in the service year so participates or attempts to participate is guilty of an offence or having served in a service year and has been duly issued with a certificate of national service or certificate of exemption, as the case may be, is guilty of an offence and is liable upon conviction to a fine or imprisonment to a term of 2 years or both fine and imprisonment. All stakeholders, including core producing institutions, prospective core members and guardians, should be guided in their conduct and desist from criminal practices in relation to the scheme. Thank you.